everybody, this is Marie and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. And today we're going to be talking about the World Economic Forum. Now, before we get started, please feel free to share, like, and subscribe. And for those interested, I am using today the Everyday Tarot deck. And so for the last few days, the World Economic Forum has been happening in Davos, Switzerland. It's been going on over there for a very long time, every year. It is my understanding that it where politicians, uh, world leaders, um, big tech, uh, big companies, they gather at Davos and then they discuss about world events. Now, there's nothing wrong with that in itself, but it appears that a lot of the policies, laws that are being enacted are coming from Davos or coming from the World Economic Forum, and sometimes without our knowledge, without our approval, because the whole paradigm is shifting in the sense that everybody thought that you elect your official, your president, and then that person will do your bidding. But it looks like things are, from the top down, where a select few, a group of people that nobody elected or selected, uh, are making decisions that all affect our life. Like the whole thing about uh, own nothing and be happy. It was written on the Davos website. I mean, they're trying to remove it right now, but example of how the World Economic Forum is shaping our lives. Now, the same push about eating bugs. Now, even uh, companies like food distribution companies are adding bug ingredients in certain chips and food. All of this is coming from Davos. So, if this was a Bond villain movie, there would be the supervillain. There would be Spectre. But in our world, or in this crazy movie that we're seeing right now, World Economic Forum is it. So let's try to see uh, what's gonna be what's the outcome for the World Economic Forum. I mean, what's in store for it? Because this year only 50% of the people showed up, not the full class, not the full roster. So I'm guessing people are on to them. So I want to take a look and see what does the future hold for the World Economic Forum. What's at play? I mean, I guess we could just say that what is the card wants to say about the World Economic Forum and in the future. Because now that the world is waking up, people are looking at who the bad guy really is. Do they have a place in this world? Are they exposed? And or are they gonna run and create another organization in secret? So let's see what the future holds. So dramatic. But yeah, I'm curious. Eight of Pentacles, Judgment, situation, Page of Pentacles in the background, Ace of Swords, Present. Oh, two cards. Queen of Swords, Outcome, Four of Wands, clarification, and for Justice. Oh wow, it's interesting to have like Pentacles and Wands. So it's a lot to be said here. Let me try to put everything into frame with the Okay, cool. So first card is the Eight of Pentacle. Eight of Pentacle is, you see this apprentice or artisan really working at his or her craft, perfecting each and every one, each piece, you know, close, be close to mastery. So as if they wanted to tell us that uh, the WEF, they have been working for a very long time at fine tuning or their policy or resources and how they want to shape the world. So it's about shaping something. So they've been working for a very long time, attentively paying attention and really shaping the world to their image, quote unquote, and really fine tuning that skill, right, over the years. So this is what, I guess the card wanted to emphasize that this is something they've been working hard at for a very long time. Situation is the Judgment. So the Judgment card tells me that they had an awakening this year. They had a wake-up call because the Judgment is a major arcana. It's it made and all the cards that happen that you see in major arcana is it's amplified. uh if it was like it makes it bigger when you see a major arcana. And the Judgment card is basically this person who seemed that they're in their coffin, and then this angel comes out and wakes that person. It's as if not only it woke up the World Economic Forum people, elites, but it also woke up the population. Now, because we're seeing this information in the mainstream media, people are talking about it. Before, it used to be a conspiracy theorist. I mean, even if you were in school, it was not even talked about, um, unless you were one of those nerds that read, Business Week or Bloomberg, or who were really into finance and business news. But it was not something that was talked about. But now it's a wake up call for them that they're being exposed, for the population. They're really aware that these type of people are making decisions for the rest of the world. Of select few, very small group of people were invited, not everybody else. We're the one who's doing the job. We're the one who's, you know there's more of us than them. And yet. So the Judgment card, this is what this tells me. So wake up call for everybody involved, you know. So that's pretty interesting. Now, in the past, with the Page of Pentacles, so Page of Pentacles is usually a message, uh, page or messenger, new beginning, and that tells me that, uh, recent past, people been starting to pay attention, uh, and it started like gradually, and I think it makes sense because during the pandemic, a lot of people had time to do research during the lockdown, and people had the chance to study, to do research about how things work, what's really going on. Really had a chance to go down the rabbit hole, because now a lot of people did get the message. A lot of people are really studying and really paying attention, because when you see a pentacle, pentacles about resources. It's about money. It's about facts, information. It's something real, something tangible. So in recent past, about Davos, people have been paying attention to what they've been about, what they're doing. So a scrutiny, a study, because the page is about a message, but a study. So a lot of people have been getting the message about studying what they're about, you know. And because of that level of scrutiny, in a way, uh, they the World Economic Forum has been exposed gradually, little by little, with that card, because it's not the queen that showed up, it's not the king. This is a gradual. So little by little, drip by drip, is coming to consciousness. So now with that Ace of Sword, that tells me in a big way, everybody, who's on social media, who have access to the internet, they know for sure who they're about. So the truth is coming out with that Ace of Sword. I mean, we've seen, what's his name, Charles Schwab talking. He even sound like an evil supervillain. I mean, he even have the voice, the accent to go along with it. And I have an accent. It's funny. Met me not. Ace of Sword. So that that tells you that the truth is coming out there. So ace, uh, it's a new beginning, new awakening, spiritual awakening. All sorts about facts, information, thoughts, words. So a lot of people are getting the message. A lot of people are awakening to what's happening. And when you become aware, you don't want to be asleep anymore. You want to change things. You want to. So this is what's that about. So this is coming to light, awakening a big chunk of the population, and also is coming about. It's bringing change, because once you know something, you're not going back, right? And the Queen of Sword tells me that um, information not only is coming out with that Ace of Sword, but they would want something to be done with that Queen of Sword, because Queen of Sword, if they would want some kind of accountability, because so it's so interesting that we're seeing not only the Queen of Swords, we're also seeing the Justice card as well. It's to say not only they want justice, they want some kind of trial, legality, accountability to go along with it, because these people have been pushing a narrative. So they, but it's those two cards, because usually the Queen of Swords is the little sister of the Justice card, but to see both of them appear in one deck together in the spread, it's even over amplifying the fact that, you know, people are going to be upset when all the truth comes out with how involved they were in people's lives. They going to want accountability, legal accountability for what have been done, and how they suffer, because they have manipulated real estate, finances, economics. They have manipulated inflation, the Federal Reserve. So all these people, they would want, accountability is coming for them. And then, they're being, stepped out in a big way. Now, the Four of Wands is usually a celebration. And in this way, it's a breakthrough as well. Or we're about to enter a portal. So as if that once the information come out and they're accountable, this is going to be a source of celebration for us as a nation, as a group, because these people have really like tainted the waters. I'm going to pick up two more cards. Oh. Knight of Wands. So my Knight of Wands is usually military or a group of people who's very passionate, motivated about their pursuit, and the King of Pentacle. So I think the two card for further clarification is to say that not only, as things progress, because it could be a progression card as well, because knights are always about movement. So as things progress, there's going to be more information revealed about, with that King of Pentacle, about this group of people who have been hoarding resources for a very long time. It's going to be come to light. And also another way to look at it, to read it, is that the military may be really coming after them, but before you come after something, you have to expose it. The world needs to know that there was a crime. You cannot just go on and attacking people. You have to expose what the crime is. There has to be an outcry. The world needs to see. That's why you're seeing the Ace of Sword and the Queen of Sword coming out. You have the information, thoughts, words, information have to come out, has to be exposed before, the military can come out and swoop in and help, or if there is a military group. I think there is. So I hope this was helpful. That was a pretty interesting read. Thank you for sticking with me to the end of this video. Please feel free to share, like, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you at the other one. Have a nice day.